Remus, they may be morons, but this test will grant us certainty of the rooster's fate. I can afford that time.
Hey Falcon, what will happen if the murder's someone not present in this room?
It most likely isn't.
What?
I'm stalling.
Oh. Falcon?
Get a move on, you two.
I really must express my displeasure that you are going along with this farce, Madame Beaumont. Let us end this trial right here and now. You can get the justice you so crave.
Oh, don't worry, Remus. My patience for this bird brain is wearing thin too. When this asinine scheme of his fails, he will face the consequences. Lucky bird, scan the rooster first. He's the prime suspect after all.
Okay. Probably was the inspector, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting any reaction. That means there's probably no bullet lodged in Cocorico. So, he's innocent for sure.
No, all it means is that this bird was not shot by the hypothetical bullet. Don't forget, this is all speculation on Falcon's part.
Madame, I must insist that you end this. It is a fool's errand. We have other matters we must attend to.
Remus, you let me worry about our time management. Piero, you go next. Alright, get it over with.
No reaction. That means that Piero wasn't shot either.
No surprises there, eh, guys? Let's see, next we shall test...
Madame, I implore you.
You're being awfully lippy, Remus. Why don't you go next?
Me? That really is not necessary, Madame. Don't want to participate in this ridiculous child's game.
This is no game, and I'm issuing you an order to cooperate.
I refuse.
Piero, please restrain Remus. With pleasure, ma'am.
What are you doing? Keep your filthy talons off me. I will not be manhandled by... Oh, stop that. You're making a mistake. Madame, think a little harder. I have an alibi. I was with you the whole evening. But
Asparison, do the test.
you have like 17 twin brothers.
Yeah.
Falcon? I'm not getting any reaction.
That can't be right. Do it again.
There's nothing. Remus has not been shot as far as this device can tell. The utter nerve to manhandle a man of the cloth like that. As I said on the floor, Madame, I was with you in Fontaine for the entire evening. I could not possibly be in two places at once.
It's true you were sitting in my line of sight exactly when the murder was supposed to have taken place.
As was I.
Right. Fontaine was sitting us too, so the rule rules him out. And I know that I didn't perform the murder, obviously. Which means that every suspect has been accounted for. Go sit down, Lucky. Your job is done. You realize what this means, don't you, Falcon? Your little test failed. Your hypothetical bullet theory turned out to be unsubstantiated speculation, pure guesswork.
Shall we end the trial, Madame?
Wait! There must be someone we're not accounting for. I just know it. There is someone else who could have been the shooter.
It's the inspector, probably.
Well, we think so, but we can't really point him out at this very moment. We do know... I mean, he's like, oh, being in two places at once, I can't possibly do that.
Yeah, maybe Judge Remulus.
I would
Maybe
say
Sylvius.
I would say Sylvius, but
Not him.
no, and Croc Monsieur, of course not.
I would probably go for the inspector, to be quite honest, because he is a policeman. He has the pistol, and he kind of looks like Cocorico.
I suppose so. I suppose so. All right, it's an okay gamble, I suppose. It's just that I can't be at two places at once thing that's kind of tripping me up. Because he can, because he has so many brothers.
I mean, that's a good point too. Have the escape
But they,
judge?
they did say they saw a cockerel.
Yeah, the inspector does make the most sense.
All right, we're gonna try this.
Maybe it was Mousy.
Fucking knew it, Mousy. It is possible that Inspector Valetti was the culprit. We should track him down.
Really? The inspector?
I don't trust that old bird in the slightest. This entire event could have been orchestrated by him as part of an elaborate setup.
That seems a little unbelievable.
I have no idea who this Inspector Valetti is, but if you think I'm gonna let you walk out of here to find him, you're mistaken.
Think harder, Falcon. Who are we forgetting? Must be the judge then. Or Sylvius, but...
We know he escaped. Did he shoot himself? Yeah, it's the judge or it's Sylvius. We haven't seen Judge Remulus at all. We have seen Sylvius, so that inclines me, like metagaming wise, to think
Yeah,
that he is.
That's true.
That he's the one to bring up.
And he is definitely associated with these people.
Yes.
Because he was, like, recruiting.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he is the better choice of the two.
Man, the Croc Monsieur looks so sneaky.
He does.
Okay, let's try this. Does the name Sylvius mean anything to anyone here? Oh, I was expecting some reaction. Fairy Remus, are you sure you don't recognize the name Sylvius?
No, it means nothing to me. Be more direct, Falcon. Go straight for the jugular. And must be the judge.
Free Romulus, how's your brother? The man, Remus, the man named Romulus.
My brother, he was forced to flee the country by our oppressive government.
You and I know that isn't true. Your brother is still in France. In fact, I think he's lurking in these very catacombs right now. An absurd notion. Your theories are getting more and more outlandish, Falcon. Where's your evidence?
Oh, I know. I can answer this one. I found this in the catacomb tunnel.
An introductory guide to the Cult of Reason? Thank you, Sparrowson. Now, Free Remus, does this pamphlet look familiar to you?
No, I've never seen it before in my life.
Are you sure? Are you sure it doesn't belong to your brother Romulus?
No, there are many cultists in Paris. Maybe it belongs to one of them.
Falcon, I'll take your word that you're like you found this pamphlet in the catacombs, but Remus is right. You have no evidence that the man known as Romulus is the one who dropped it. We do, though. This pamphlet could have been dropped by anyone. It could even have been dragged in on the sole of Pierre's shoe, for all I know. Nah, it won't be the first time. Actually, madame, I know for a fact that that pamphlet belonged to Romulus, and I can prove it.
Yeah, it's probably that. And yeah, it's not the pen right now, but it's that first that and then the pen.
First this and then the pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
A little while ago, while visiting the Louvre, I saw a man who looked very much like Romulus handing out pamphlets. As you can see, the pamphlet from the Louvre is identical to the pamphlet from the catacombs, except for one important detail. Romulus signed the Louvre pamphlet himself.
No way. My brother wouldn't do something so foolish.
Do you see, right here on the cover page, that is Romulus's signature. I do admire your tenacity, Falcon, but something is blatantly wrong with your evidence. We know that the brother of Freya Remus is named Romulus, but this Louvre pamphlet of yours is signed Silvius. Clearly an alias. Romulus is on the run from the police, so he must have changed his identity. That's a plausible theory, but it is unsubstantiated. How do we know that this pamphlet was signed by Remus's brother? Pen!
Pen. The chocolate here.
Yes, delicious. This fountain pen.
Hey, where did you get that? Is it my brother's or mine?
Wow, Remus, your mouth is almost as big as Romulus's. Anyway, I believe it's yours. Sparrowson happened to find this pen in your robes just a few days ago.
You mean he stole it?
Let's not argue over semantics. What's important, and what you just admitted, is that you and your brother both own pens just like this one. See? These pens are unique in that they contain green ink, a very unusual choice of ink color.
Very evil choice, too.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it is the same ink that was used on this signed pamphlet. Since there was only 2 pens, there are only 2 possibilities. Either Freya Remus has signing off on atheist cultist propaganda,
Would never do such a thing.
or his brother has been using his identical pen to sign cultist propaganda, the same type that was found in these very catacombs.
Impossible. My clumsy oaf of a brother lost his pen a week ago.
Oh, so then the only explanation is that you lent him your own.
No, you see.
It doesn't matter how you cut it, Friar. One way or another, you and your brother are tied to the cultist pamphlet. Admit it. Confess. Falcon, enough. You've made your point. You are asserting that the friar's pen ties him to the cultist pamphlet. I get it.
This is all tenuous, wouldn't you say, madame?
No question. Falcon suggested a theory that hinges upon a theory that hinges upon yet another theory. It's not hard to prove by any measure. He may very well be wrong, but at least he's logical. His theory is self-consistent.
What are you saying, madame?
Falcon, where did you say you found this leaflet? The unsigned one, that is?
Down the catacombs tunnel, through the fog on the left-hand side.
Fontaine, Piero, go see if you can find anyone dawdling where they shouldn't be.
Yes, madame.
Yes, ma'am.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, in a moment, 1 or 2 things will happen. Either Piero and Fontaine will return empty-handed, in which case I'll have no choice but to execute Cocorico. And then I would have to execute you, Falcon, and you, Sparrowson.
Us?
Not because you've what you've seen tonight, although that is admittedly a problem, but because your lies will be treasonous to our new republic.
I didn't sign up for this.
Or Piero and Fontaine will return with a prisoner in tow, in which case...
We would be free to cut Cocorico down and skedaddle. Surely not, madame. You're not going to let these three just walk free after everything that's happened here. Remember what this rooster did to your father?
Hold your tongue, friar. If it turns out that you've been deceiving me all this time. Ma'am Beaumont, look what we found.
Oh, it's him. Did I do him? I think I did him.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Ow, ow, stop shoving me. I can walk myself. Oh.
Well, we really do have a ghost in the catacombs. Introduce yourself, Wolf.
Very well, mademoiselle. My name?
Madame.
Right, madame. Whatever. My name is Silvius. Don't you mean Romulus? That alias isn't fooling anyone, Your Honor. Alright. I'm Romulus, twin brother of Remus, and loyal servant to the rebel cause. That's the whole truth. You should do him then. He's telling the truth, madame.
Long live the Second Republic. Right, guys? I have lots of questions, both for you, Romulus, and for you, Remus. I don't appreciate being lied to. It seems that you have your hands full, so we will just be taking our leave. Not so fast, Falcon. Your theory is still unproven. If it turns out that Romulus has no bullet in him, then you would have no evidence that implicate him as the Croque-Monsieur's murder. Cocorico will still be the prime suspect. Bullet in me? What are you guys on about? Spare me. Fontaine, hold him down. Hold me down? Ow! Sparrowson, do your test.
I'm on it.
It's buzzing. It really is buzzing around his shoulder.
I see blood. There's definitely a bullet wound there.
That's an old bullet. Old war wound I got fighting in Algeria in 36. Obviously a desperate lie.
Everyone knows that Algeria doesn't exist. My brother is being completely honest, madame. He's a veteran. He was shot in battle. You know, I could just extract the bullet right here now. That would remove all doubt. Oh my, I still think it was the inspector, but we shouldn't not do it.
Exactly. Extract that sucker, Sparrowson. Jesus. Ah!
Wow, sucked it out like a pip from a grapefruit. Oh hey, look at that. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of them newfangled bullets, right, Fontaine? There's no mistake, this is an iron-tipped mini-bore, just like the one in Croque-Monsieur's gun.
Do you realize what this means, madame? It clearly demonstrates that Romulus confronted the Croque-Monsieur before Cocorico arrived. This is undeniable evidence that Cocorico had nothing to do with the crocodile's death. You're right, I made a mistake. I haven't forgotten what the rooster did to my father, but this bird clearly had no part in the killing of the Croque-Monsieur. Therefore, I cannot honestly call him as an enemy of the Second Republic. Your friend is free to go. Fontaine, cut the rooster down.
Right away, madame. It's a really good thing that all these evil people are so considerate and lawful in general.
You know, she's honorable. She's not chaotic evil. She's lawful evil, maybe even lawful neutral. Who can say?
Oh, that's true.
Thank you, madame. For what? For giving us an opportunity to show you what justice looks like. Before, you asked what the difference between revenge and justice, and I replied due process. Well, it was crude and messy, but today you gave us the chance to show you what due process looks like. Piero and Fontaine will help carry your friend to the tunnel entrance.
Well not, madame. Will you be okay by yourself with the 2 wolves?
These toothless old dogs, I think I'll manage.
Of course. Come on, brother, to your feet.
So, cultists. Cultist is such a strong word. Listen, mademoiselle. Don't mademoiselle me. I shall be asking the questions here. Tell me, Friar, are you a cultist too?
Madame, I'm just a humble servant of God.
Ugh, I never realized how poisonous your words are. You've been spewing lies since the very start, haven't you?
Madame.
At least tell me why you two killed the croque-monsieur.
Because...
Allow me, brother. You want to know the truth? We want exactly the same thing as you. We want a world without class, a world without false rulers and gods, a world where only reason of man reigns, a world of true equality and fairness. And that is what you strive for, no? But you cannot achieve such goals without violence. Your methods are too passive, too naive. So we set up a situation where you would be forced into action. Make the government look like murderers to the rebels, and make the rebels look like murderers to the government. Then you would be forced to take up arms. Another lie. But that's the truth. You claimed you wanted equality, but you just want a world where you stand above everyone else. A world where carnivores reign. You're a rabid animal at heart. Heh, you got me. But you cannot honestly say that you never wanted power yourself. You're a carnivore too, don't deny it. No, I've never wanted power. All I've ever wanted was a world where no child had to grow up without a father. Did you know that the croque-monsieur was something of a family man? He once confided in me that he had 5 children and a late wife.
I had no idea.
Tell me, Romulus, do you have children? Me? Pfft, no, mademoiselle, Well!
Oh my.
Oh my!
Brother?
As for you, Friar, get out of here.
You aren't going to kill me?
I ought to. You are the worst kind of person. A man who will cling to any ideology would to claw his way higher. But I know that you weren't the one to pull the trigger on the croque-monsieur. Maybe there's a slither of goodness left in you.
I...
Go. Is this what justice looks like? It's so uncaring.
Oh my.
Oh gosh. Well. Well, we're gonna end the episode here. That's for damn sure.
That's for damn sure. That was
some episode. And again,
I honestly thought that it was the inspector.
yeah, it's still weird because he did send a tip, so he's not off the hook yet. And we still have the whole Viridian killer thing going.
Yeah, he not only sent the tip, he also gave him the gun.
Yeah, and we have JJ Falcon's mysterious past.
Yeah,
that we're not sure exactly what that's all about.
He's probably a Dimiao.
Oh no! Oh, that would be the worst. So we have that sorted out, but yeah, that's an exciting Act 3, Episode 3, or whatever. And yeah, we're gonna play more of this. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one, which I think is the last one, actually. Yeah, there's 4 acts. So, see you next time.
For the finale.